Coming to you super full of excitement to talk about some super cool stuff and some super cool people. It's Wellness Nerd Out time! What's going on, you guys? Happy Wellness Nerd Out time, and a very, very, very happy birthday to who used to be Mackenzie Summers and is now Mackenzie Weintraub. You're having a fantastic week, girl. We'll talk about you more at the end, and a super happy birthday as well to my man Gino Giacoio. Happy birthday, dude. You guys are both great people, and we're going to talk about why at the end of our When Wellness session here. So first, let's get into citrulline and arginine, right? So I'm sure you've seen both on a lot of workout labels, right? And why is one necessarily better than the other? Well, let's start with none other than the pathway with L-citrulline, L-arginine, and nitric oxide. So we know that nitric oxide is our big vasodilator. It relaxes the smooth muscle wall of our blood vessels so that more blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients, right, can get to the tissues. And this is a lot of what accounts for that pump, right, when you take those pre-workouts and you have that improved blood flow. Now, again, the pathway goes L-citrulline to L-arginine. It's converted into nitric oxide. Now, very interestingly, you actually will have higher arginine levels if you take citrulline alone than if you supplement with arginine alone. Wait. If I take citrulline instead of arginine, I get more arginine than if I just took arginine? Well, yes. And why is this first step in the pathway, being citrulline on our way to nitric oxide production, the better alternative? Well, L-citrulline has a lower what's called first pass metabolism or first pass effect. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll check you out at the end. L-citrulline again has a lower first pass effect, aka first pass metabolism, than does L-arginine. And what does that mean? Well, it's better that it's lower because that first pass effect, aka first pass metabolism, is defined as the amount of substance that gets degraded, that gets metabolized before it gets into circulation and reaches the target tissue where it may fulfill its function. And in this case being nitric oxide production, right? And so, you want less of it degraded before that, naturally, so you can have more that is fulfilling its function, right? And so, for that reason, L-citrulline having a lower first pass effect than L-arginine will actually give you higher L-arginine levels over time. Now, there's another reason. L-arginine supplementation promotes the production of what's called arginase. And arginase is an enzyme that breaks down L-arginine. So we don't want as much arginase, we're getting less arginine. You're taking it, you're breaking it down. So, you will produce some nitric oxide, but you will produce more arginine in itself with taking citrulline alone than arginine alone. So that's your fun little message of the day. We'll talk about how that ties into glutamine tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to it, per usual, because every day's a great day out here at When Wellness. Having said that, thank you all for tuning in. Who's on here right now? Emma, what's going on? Well, there on time is right. Gino, Kens, what's going on? All the cool people are on, and all the people we're talking about. Haley, how you doing? So, who do we start with? Let's start with Kens. Kens, one, I had a fantastic time at your wedding, despite the fact that I was fully delirious and felt like a psychopath in my head because I hadn't slept for like 30-something hours or something crazy. I don't even know what it was. And anything I left out then that I could have said about you, well, we have an opportunity right here. So I know I was talking about Stein, but you guys together, now being a unit, Mackenzie Weintraub now, right, are two fantastic people. You're two very down-to-earth people, and you complement each other. You guys make each other better, absolutely, without a doubt. And, you're going to keep him in line, which is fantastic. He needs that every now and then, and he loves it, but on top of that, you know, he's extremely lucky to have found you. He really is. You guys have an amazing chemistry, and you're really lucky to have found him because he's a great guy. And you guys are going to have a great family, and I had better be the godfather of one of them kids you guys pop out at some point. So this one is for you. A very happy birthday to you, Kent. I'm sure you guys had a great day. Gino, what's up, dude? Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Gino, why is Gino super cool? Okay. Other than the fact that he makes my sister extremely happy. Again, they're great together. You know, as hell happens, the two people I'm talking about today are both paired up with other great people, and that's an understatement when I talk about my sister. Probably the greatest person I know. But Gino, you compliment her as well. You bring out the best in her, and I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that. And I think she brings out a lot better in you too, which is a great thing. Now, you know, why is Gino super cool aside from that? Well, this guy, man, he would do when wellness, 12 a.m. You know, you wanna do one? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. You know, you could have been sore. You're a beast, man. You have great mental toughness. You're a hard worker, and I know that's going to apply to the rest of your life, and you will no doubt be successful in whatever endeavors you embark upon. And I really mean that, and I'm happy that that's the case because, again, you're with, you know, the person I love more than anybody in my life. So, I mean, it's hard, you know, it's got to be a time, you know, my mom, obviously, too. Nobody think I love you less. You know, it's in my family. Don't give me anything for this, you know. But, you know, I am very, very happy that you guys found each other. You guys are going to have fantastic lives together. And, you know, eventually one day after you're married, we got a long time down the road. You know, I'm going to godfather of one of them too, so don't forget it, all right? And I'm excited to meet your family. I know you come from a fantastic family because of who you are as a person. It's reflected in your character. So, you know, kudos to your parents for that, your siblings, everything. So I'm sure you guys had a fantastic day out there. Really enjoyed it. I absolutely hope so and have no doubt about such. Thank you very much, you guys. That was a fantastic little spiel we had there. A lot of fun, as always. And we will see you tomorrow, folks. Happy Wind Wellness. Have a great, great rest of your night.